university. First of all, I want to introduce the concepts. A syllabus is a part of the document that show the students how to deal with the course and other important elements of the subject. For example, in this first part, I have all the elements and details in order that the student know what it's going to be or how they want to be taught the course and all the aspects to consider and also the information. And a positive thing of the syllable is to know that it should be with all the requirements from the university and that the student know all these concepts. And also a positive that the teacher can engage the students to develop with accuracy or successful course and to know all the details. A negative could be if the student finds some errors in the syllabus, or for example, if they have and are not able to understand the meaning or the concept, it could be something negative. This is something related to the importance of the syllabus. To continue, the professor Lourdes.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to introduce you some important points in a syllabus. A syllabus is a document that contains important information about our classes. Okay, a student should be a well-written syllabus provide information, anticipate question, provide logistical information, and conveys the tone and philosophy of the learning environment. We have some important aspect that we are going to explain. The first one is when we talk about the subject code, it is the assigned number that identify the subject as unique. Also the year, refer to the location of the subject according to the study plan. Teacher indicates the name of the teacher facilitator of the subject. We have also the email address available for online distance communication between the facilitator and the students. As is a statement about who students should call if they experience problem with technology. Days on which the subject is taught. Days of the week on which contact is made with the group and the subject is taught according to the assigned schedule. A list of assignment, quiz, and project due date. Now is the turn of uh, the colleague Caitlin Gonzalez.
Thank you. To continue analyzing some symbols that we have here in this syllabus, we have the letters HP. It indicates the practical hours of the subject according to the study of the plan or the degree. Also, we have the HL, that is the study of the plan of the degree, the hours of the laboratory that we have in the classroom, or any that is indicated there. We have credit. It is the amount of value units that is awarded to each subject. These are related to the number of hours of theoretical and practical work that the student will use to reach the competence. Next, we have here some information about the university, the chapters, the regiment, the governance, that is, they compute the number of credits of hours for academic periods of each of the, which is equivalent to 1 hour a week of classes. We have also the name of the academic unit, that it refers to the name of the faculty, the case of the subjects of service courses, and it will correspond to the faculty where the service is provided. Also, we have the school department that indicates the school and department to which the subject belongs. And that's it. We are going to continue to our colleague, Jeremiah.
Thank you, Caitlin. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I am going to explain about the denomination of the career refers to the name of the career and the modality, which is how the professor gonna teach, if it's gonna, for example, virtually or in the classroom, and the total of hour per quarter or semester. which is the quantity of hour per week, and the designer equipment, which is this is the professor who is in charge with the subject, referred to the professor who participates in elaborating the project or the program, and the date of the design of the program, related to the days, month, and year. Um, and the last one, I mean, like my friend um, Francisco, he will finish with the last point of the syllabus.
Um, Thank you. So to continue with the analysis of this program, and we are going to be seeing in the last part dates where the program was approved by the corresponding department, right? The first one is the fecha de aprobación del departamento, which is like the date where the English department approved the program. Then we have aprobación de la dirección de currículum, which is the date where the curriculum department approved the corresponding program. And then at the last part, we have the número resolución de aprobación, which is the number where the program was approved. There is a specific number for a specific course in the department, right? Basically, those are the specific days where you can find the information where the program was discussed and analyzed, right? Let's continue with Professor Lourdes.
Okay. The syllabus lays out our expectation for the quality of work we expect from our students and show a student how they should prepare for class. We have two important aspects also here. The specific competence represent the integral domain of the thematic axis, which contain the structure of the content to be developed during the course. It constitutes the conceptual, operative, and attitudinal articulation of what is required to form the student in the development of each thematic axis. For the purposes of this instrument to locate the specific competency formulated in the subject program, for instance, for each thematic axis. Its writing requires the use of a verb in the third person singular, in the present active tense, which active, which indicate the action performed by the student in his or her training process. Also, we have this other important aspect, that is the week, the day, the time. The didactic planning is of a weekly nature, and each thematic axis can have a duration of approximately 4 weeks. In this element, the number of the week, the date of the session of that week, and the hours, respectively, are indicated. A student should be able to glance through the syllabus quickly and get a sense of who is teaching the course, what they will learn from the course, the materials they will need to participate in the course, who they should contact if they need help with an aspect of the course, and what they will have to do to succeed in the course. Now, continue, Professor Caitlin.
Thank you. And let's see more about the learning and resources strategies that we have here inside our syllabus. We have to know that the strategies are understood as the design of a process composed of a series of procedures and norms that ensure a correct decision in each learning situation. In this case, it's based on the competences and objective that is intended to be achieved by the student, incorporating method, resources, and appropriate techniques to adapt them to the content and the time provided. Also, we have the teaching strategies are all those procedures that are used by the teacher. In this case, the teacher has to provide all these parts to the student achieve their competence. It is necessary to specify the activity, the material, the audiovisual, or the computer resources that they are going to use as a support for the development and operational of the teaching process. The learning strategy is defined as a procedure, a set of steps that the teacher will guide the student to requires and ensure the intentional and flexible instrument to learn meaningfully and solve problems in the academic demands here. Now let's continue with Jeremiah.
Um, okay. Thank you, Caitlin. Uh, there are two important points, which is requisite, which refer to the requirement or academic requirement um, to the student, and the process of the learning process in the student, and the the point eight indicate that the career of the study and the hour theoretical hour and the signature or the subject. Thank you.
All right. To continue with the analysis, we are going to be talking about evaluation. I think this is the most important part of the process. You, as a teacher, you should be able to evaluate, giving opportunities to students to show how well, how good the performance or the knowledge they have acquired. Um, as a teacher, you are supposed to give some specific percentage or percent of evaluation. According to the institution, it says 30% in tests or partial tests, 35% in activities developed in the virtual lessons, and you should be able to provide a final test which worth 35%. So in total, 100% of evaluation. Having in mind that you are expected to give the opportunity to have summative evaluation, you are supposed to give the opportunity to students to have activities at home as well. They are going to be giving you some like a broad picture of what they have learned during the course. It's not just the final test that is going to provide to you idea of the development or the performance of the students. It is during or along the course, during activities that you are going to be able to give them the opportunity to get the correct amount of evaluation, right? So in conclusion, we can say that having this kind of syllabus, this kind of program, you are going to be able to specify what you want to do with your students in the classroom. All right, having in mind that you have to have a specific object, you must have general objectives as well. So make sure you follow what you have planned. Remember, planning is about to predict or to establish what you are going to be teaching during the course. Okay. Um, I hope you like it. This is going to be an interesting instrument during our career performance as a teacher. Thank you.